Hi, it's Barbie, and welcome to the middle of the road. So, there has been a lot of speculation, and I've been kind of waiting around seeing, because I didn't really want to comment on this too much at first, but things just didn't seem right to me from the beginning. I think that I mentioned that my stepdad was shot. And so I know a little bit about the ballistics and all this kind of stuff. Well, more and more and more video is now coming out. And the more we learn, the more we're finding out that Charlie wasn't shot from the front. That boy that they are trying to throw all this crap on, he's innocent. His dad got over $1 million from the an Israeli group. Did you know that? Got $1 million. We're going to give you $1 million, but we're going to prosecute your son for something he did not do. There's no way that that boy did it. Let's go over some of the things that the FBI has said. The FBI said that he disassembled that 30-06, put it in his backpack, hopped off the thing, ran out into the middle of a freaking field, put the damn thing back together, and left it there. Now, who in their right mind is going to do that kind of shit, especially when you're in a hurry? That's number one. Number two thing, the timeline that they have given us doesn't work out, because in order to take that 30-06 apart, because that was my grandpa's deer rifle. See, experience, pay attention when you know, people are doing shit around you, you pay attention to stuff. So that 30-06 has to be taken apart with the screwdriver. You've got screws all over that damn thing that you've got it doesn't pop. Those don't pop. You don't push a button and it just flips apart. It ain't like that. No. 30-06s have to be tooled. So he untooled it on the roof in nanoseconds, and then he retooled it when he got out there into who in the hell does that? Then they try to pass off all this stupid stuff on these the text messages and stuff. Who in the hell in their right mind talks that way? Who talks that way? Nobody. People don't. And if you do talk that way, you probably don't have a lover sitting around, you know, because it's weird. Okay, so that eliminates that boy. So there's been a couple of other things come up. Like number one, Israel. Israel keeps popping up into the scenario. And Bibi Netanyahu actually got on film and did a video that he wasn't involved. Bullshit. Bitch, the minute you go and you try to defend yourself like that, you are guilty as shit. You should have never said anything if it was just nothing but hearsay. But you tried to defend too much about that crap. No, he didn't want to deal with y'all anymore. But see, here's the other problem that Charlie had. Charlie was surrounded by piranhas. And I say that because of his sweet, dear little wife that has now come out, and she's, you know, the first presentation that she did, she would be talking just like this, and then and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? It was a shut off. Well, when my grandfathers passed away, there was none of that. You can't shut off emotions like that. You cannot shut off emotions. When my stepfather was killed, my mother could not ever talk like that. She would have broken down because the pain. Number one thing, the shock, number one. Okay, at first you could think the shock, if it had been in the first day or so. But this was like day 3 after the shooting, and she's already going and doing this. What the hell is that? What is that? I saw a grief counselor. She did a video on this. She deals with nothing but grieving women. And she even said it was weird. Well, let me tell you why I think it was weird. I think it was weird because I think that Trump actually set up this situation with Charlie Kirk and this chick. They set it up Because did you know that she, all of a sudden, at 17 years old, had never been in a pageant her entire freaking life, and she all of a sudden gets this award saying, hey, we want you to be in this pageant. And then she gets in the pageant, and she wins the damn pageant, right? And then the next thing she does is she goes and she opens up a mission, a children's mission in Romania. And again, as soon as you hear the word Romania, that should trigger other things, right? Okay, so she gets this mission in Romania. She has it for several years, but then all of a sudden the Romanian government ran her out of the country because too many children were coming up missing. Who was she tied to? Trump. Romania is also where the Tates also have child sex trafficking charges. I'll probably have to beep that. Has trafficking charges for children in Romania. The Tates do. And in Britain. So you cannot freaking tell me that she is not involved in all of this crap. She's willing to sell her soul to Israel. She's willing to sell her soul to Trump. She's willing to perpetuate sins, and I mean it in this case, sins against children, torture against children. She is willing to do that, which also means that her children are really in danger. I mean, if you think about it, if she's willing to sell your child or the Romanians' children, so if they may be orphans, it doesn't matter. You don't sell a child. You don't sell a human being. But she has. She was part of it. Her mission was part of snatching children for what? The trafficking rings that they had? Is that what they needed him for? And then the ballistic situation is coming out that he wasn't shot from the front. And I never did think that he was shot from the front. Something didn't seem right about that. It just didn't seem right. I'm telling you, Charlie was not protected. He was not protected at all. He thought he could trust the people around him, but he certainly could not, because they sold his ass out. And when he started to stand up, because he thought that he had more power than what he does, when he started to stand up and say, no, I don't think so. I think I'm going to do this. I think I want to see the Epstein files. I think I want to see where children are being tortured. I want the truth to come out about this torture of these children. Well, see, that involved his wife. That involved his wife, the mother of his children. That involved her. So, I do feel sorry for Charlie. I really, really do at this point. It's one thing. I appreciate the fact that you like debate, because I am one that I like a debate. I don't want to argue with somebody. I don't want to go into the personal jabs because you don't have anything to back up your side of the argument. You know, I want an honest debate where we can take facts and we can weigh the facts against one another. That's the only thing things get accomplished, right? So I appreciated Charlie for that part. The fact that he tried to insult everybody and he made himself seem like he was so much better than everybody, I didn't like that. That's just cocky bullshit. But yeah, he didn't have people behind him that supported him. He was a pawn. He was a pawn. She had already been in the system. She already was part of the ring. And did you notice at his memorial, she comes out and she goes and announces that she's the new CEO of Turning Point. Why would you do that at your husband's memorial? Why didn't you Why were you not falling apart? It's because you knew from the beginning that this marriage was a sham. You knew from the beginning that you were a plant to keep him in line. The tigers are going to eat the tigers here. Or they already are. The tigers are eating the tigers. So, anyway, that's kind of where we're at today. I don't care what the news media tells you because they're not going to tell you everything. But I've watched video after video after video, and he was not shot by that boy. They're setting that boy up. And the fact that Israel paid his daddy $1 million, they've set that boy up. That's all there is to it. The ballistics don't match. The timing doesn't match. The text and all that crap don't match. None of this shit matches. None of it matches. And they think that we're stupid enough that we're going to fall for it. Anyway, that's it for this one. And, man, I feel sorry for Charlie. To have been stabbed in the back by the people that you thought loved you the most. Because that's what happened. Anyway, y'all take it easy.